Welcome back to Toonzy. If you haven't seen part 1, you need to go back and watch it now. The link is in the description because from this point on, things are about to get much, much darker. Are you ready? Let's continue Adam's story? After that horrifying night, the first thing Adam did was shove the camera into the deepest corner of his bedroom drawer. He buried it under old clothes, trying to put it out of sight and out of mind. But the image of that distorted, smiling face from the footage was burned into his memory. Sleep became a luxury he couldn't afford. Every time he closed his eyes, a creeping, chilling sensation washed over him, the distinct feeling that someone or something was watching him from the shadows of his own room. He tossed and turned for hours, his mind racing, his heart pounding against his ribs. The silence of the night was deafening, amplifying every tiny creak of the house. Just as he started to drift into a restless, shallow sleep, his phone, which he'd left on the knit stand, buzzed violently. The screen lit up the dark room. It was a message from an unknown number. His blood ran cold as he read the words. "Don't unplug it again." Who was this? How did they know he had unplugged the camera? A wave of pure panic washed over him. He was no longer just watching a creepy video, he was part of it. The next day was a blur of anxiety and paranoia. Adam felt like a ghost in his own life, just going through the motions. He tried to distract himself, to convince himself it was all just a sick prank. Maybe someone had hacked his phone, maybe it was a friend messing with him, but the fear felt too real, too visceral. While he was in the bathroom, splashing cold water on his face, trying to clear his head, he glanced up at the mirror. For a split second, he saw it a flash of brilliant red light, just like the recording light from the camera reflected in the glass behind him. He spun around, his heart leaping into his throat. There was nothing there. The room was empty. He turned back to the mirror, his breath catching in his chest. In the reflection, something was different. A tall, slender shadow that wasn't his own stood just behind his shoulder. It didn't have a face, just a dark, shifting outline. He blinked, and it was gone. Was he losing his mind? Was the lack of sleep making him hallucinate? Or was the thing from the camera now with him, living in his reflection? He couldn't escape the feeling that he was being haunted by something he couldn't see, but could definitely feel. His hands were trembling as he stumbled back into his room. He needed answers. He needed this to stop. Just then, his phone buzzed again. Another message from the same unknown number. This time, the text was even more cryptic. It watches so you remember. Remember what? What had he forgotten? What did this entity want from him? His fear was quickly turning into a desperate anger. He had to fight back to confront whoever was doing this. With shaky fingers, he typed a reply. "Who are you? What do you want?" He hit send, his eyes glued to the screen, waiting. The reply was instantaneous, as if the sender was anticipating his every move. It read, "Look closer." A chill went down his spine. Look closer at what? He scanned the room, his eyes darting into every corner, every shadow. Then, his gaze fell back on the bathroom mirror. He slowly walked toward it, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. As he got closer, he saw it. The steam from his earlier wash had fogged up the glass, and now, as if written by an invisible finger, letters were appearing. He watched in horror as a sentence formed in the condensation. You shouldn't have watched the footage. If you're brave enough to see what happens next, make sure you subscribe to Toonzy and turn on notifications. Part 3 is coming soon. And it's already watching you. Thanks for watching.